My name is Brian Birch. I'm an independent financial consultant. I deal with insurance finance change, and I'll be at the Insurance ERM seminar. I will be structuring the seminar by leading a discussion with a 10-minute presentation and then opening it up to group discussion for the issues of long-term business, some of which are mentioned in this video. I'm breaking up my talk into products, the standard itself, and some practical issues. These are a few points, really the headings of some of the things that may come up. The products themselves have certain characteristics and certain requirements based on those characteristics. We'll talk about a few of those. The standard, we'll talk about the models, the requirements, the decisions, the disclosures, some of the accounting and IT involved in that. And when I say practical, I mean the program, projects, and process change. So we'll have life, health, pensions, and other type of long-term products. These characteristics may be different or similar in different markets and with different regulations, and there'll be a terminology and a global aspect to this. But a part of it is to understand which products fall under IFRS 17 and how they'll be treated. There'll be contract boundary issues and understanding what categories things fit into. There's reinsurance, cancellation clauses, matching things to the underlying. So there are a few things around products. Now the standard itself talks about different models, and a company may have one model or may have a few different models, or may be still deciding how to interpret the standard. For the general measurement model, there is some of the discussions of how to interpret that and what software, etc. to use. There are recent amendments, and we could talk about those. There's a whole area around policies and methods and choices, about coverage units, about onerousness and profitability tests, talking about the risk adjustment, discount rates, matching adjustments. It's also an area around transition and about some of the accounting choices that are made, including any alignment or talk about IFRS 9 and how to understand that in the context of IFRS 17. Software is a whole area in itself. There's a data model where you perform different processes, and some piece of software may help with scenario analysis. Disclosures need to be understood, and there's also a reporting side of it. We can talk about future profit emergence and the impact on the balance sheet. So there's quite a bit to think about in terms of the standard, about the accounting and all of that. Right. Apart from those quite technical issues in terms of insurance or in terms of accounting, there's also more practical project management issues and processes. IFRS 17, there are a wide range of risks. It's quite technical, there's a high impact, and there is a fixed deadline. What is quality for your project? Do you need a sub-ledger? That's sort of IT, but also a general approach of how you deal with things. What are the challenges for your company? And what level of complexity does your project need to deal with? Is it dealing with a lot of different general accepting accounting principles from Japanese, Swiss, Lloyd's, Solvency II, and IFRS 17? You'll need to manage the complexity of different areas of the business and the different types of technical requirements. There's a timeline aspect of what will happen in 2019, in 2020, etc. When to do planning, when to do implementation, how much testing will you need to do. There's an international aspect of things, how to coordinate things, how to deal with what happens in head office and what happens in the various subsidiaries. There's a people side of things in terms of competition for talent, also stakeholder management, communication, and dealing with very high level board and CFO. So they are some of the insurance and product ways of looking at things, the standard itself, and the practical project and process view of things. I'll discuss some of these at the end of February at the Insurance ERM event. Hope to see you there.